There are two schools of thought when it comes to paying off your mortgage early. On one hand, some people believe that all debt is bad and that paying off your mortgage as soon as possible is the only way to financial freedom. On the other hand, some people believe that mortgage debt is good because it's generally cheap and you should focus on investing your money instead of using available cash to pay it off. So, which side is right? Stay tuned and I'll discuss that in today's 3-Minute Money video. Hi everyone, welcome back to 3-Minute Money. I'm Pat Zumbush, your YouTube CFP professional. Let's dive right into today's question. Should I pay off my mortgage early? First, it's very important to understand that not all debt is created equal. Some debt, such as credit card debt, can be costly and quickly spiral out of control. However, other types of debt, like a home mortgage, can be considered good debt as long as the interest rate is reasonable. A mortgage is an investment in your future, allowing you to own a home and build equity over time. So, should you pay your mortgage off early? Well, the answer depends on a few factors, but the most important is the relationship between the interest rate on your mortgage and the rate of return on your investments. This is what I call the spread. If the spread is 2% or higher, then it may be wise to keep the mortgage and keep investing your money since you're earning a significant amount more on your investments than you're paying on the interest for the mortgage. However, if the spread is less than 2%, then you should consider paying off your mortgage or making extra payments toward it to pay it off quicker. Of course, this is just a general rule of thumb, and there are many other factors to consider when deciding whether to pay off your mortgage early. For example, if you have high interest debt elsewhere, like credit card debt, it might make more sense to pay that off first. Additionally, if you're approaching retirement, you should focus on paying off your mortgage to ensure a stable housing situation in your golden years. For those investors, actually, and for that reason, I increased that required spread to 3%. Now, let's address the controversy surrounding this issue. Some people believe that all debt is bad and that paying off your mortgage as soon as possible is the only way to financial freedom. However, this is an extreme approach that doesn't consider the nuances of individual financial situations. On the other hand, some people believe that mortgage debt is good because it's cheap and you should always focus on investing your money instead. Again, this is an extreme approach and doesn't consider the importance of reducing debt and achieving financial stability. To summarize, the decision to pay off your mortgage early is a personal one that depends on your financial situation. While some debt can be considered good debt, it is important to remember the relationship between the interest rate on your mortgage and the rate of return on your investments. If the spread is less than 2%, it may be wise to pay off your mortgage early, but if it's higher, you may want to consider keeping it. By the way, if your financial advisor does not know your expected rate of return on your portfolio, that's a very bad sign. You should shit-can that advisor and move on to someone who is worth your time and your money. Thanks for checking out this video. I hope you found it helpful. Please give it a thumbs up and let me know your thoughts on paying off your mortgage early. As always, thank you for letting me help you do wise things with your money.